We'll get Jason on once he's ready, but before that, the Browns are underway at OTAs. Some guys haven't shown up. That's not surprising. It's voluntary. They don't have to. But one name that did surprise me who wasn't there was Elijah Moore. It's a new offense. Deshaun Watson's back. He's in a contract season. Were you guys surprised Elijah Moore wasn't in attendance for OTAs? Do you care, or is this an absolute non-factor?
I don't care. I stopped dying on this hill last year. I'm gonna give this football player some grace.
All right.
I want to believe that professionals, that they have their own system, that they have a plan in place, that they have somewhere that they're training at during said times, that he might feel more comfortable. He might have a college or a high school coach that he feels like can get the most out of him in said situations. I'm not going to press the issue too much. I think that he has the new playbook. I'm pretty sure conversations has been had. I think that when it comes to install, anything that's mandatory, I believe he'll show up for it. But this is optional. And so because it's optional, I'm not going to kill him too much. I am going to have a little bit of faith that the man is working hard elsewhere. He's training elsewhere, and he's getting ready for this upcoming season elsewhere.
Man, when I used to grow up, man, you'd be like, all right, man. You ever see somebody that you like that be in a long distance relationship, their boyfriend live in like California, but you be right here, you be like, oh, I'm about to steal his time. I'm gonna still. Hey, listen, what you doing later on? We need to go study. Like, after a time, like time is the ultimate equalizer, right? Now look, I'm Mr. Who cares who coming to camp, right? Myles, Garrett, one defensive player a year. Who cares, right? Now listen, I could care if you leave or do whatever you want, as long as you come back and do your thing. I think you're a professional. But I will say this, I mean, you can't say David Bell ain't like, I'm glad you didn't show up.
Cedric Tillman's out there making catches.
Cedric Tillman out there looking big paws, looking real like, you know what I'm saying, like he been in the weight room. Thrash is like, well, look, man, I mean, I could come out here and give me a couple of like, they looking at your spot, dog. They're looking at, and it ain't me. I don't care what you do. But them, if they rookies, they telling their people when they get on the phone, hey, dog, yeah, Elijah Moore ain't even here. I'm learning all the
I talked about this yesterday. Michael Woods was another one.
This
is a dude that was a rookie, 6th-round pick. The Browns felt like he was a diamond in the rough in 2022. He was working with Deshaun Watson last year when he tore his Achilles, right? Mm-hmm. So this is a dude who knows, he don't have too many opportunities left to try to earn a roster spot. And you get an opportunity to get out here and go against the ones, and get some reps in. I get that from that standpoint, but I think we, at least at this point, we know who wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 is. So,
and he's not in it.
Know thyself, and he didn't know. Hey. Elijah Moore. You know that you on the contract here. You know that, right? They putting in new stuff.
For now.
They putting in some new stuff too. And all 3 quarterbacks is out there. You need to get a report with at least one of them.
You are kidding.
You need to be out there with at least Jameis Winston, dog. Don't do it to yourself.
I think I'm with you guys in that I'm not going to die on the hill. I'm not going to scream and rant. But I will say that we're currently on day 24 of the month of May. And nobody's going to get cut today.
Nope.
But when we get to the 24th of August, there will be 53 guys standing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had many conversations with coaches and general managers that have been in the rooms when these decisions are discussed. And what always comes up for 42 through 53, effort. And he doesn't get to check that box right now. He's not doing himself any favors. As an organization, I'm sure the Browns are looking at it and saying, interesting choice. Now, maybe he's hearing the comments reverberating from last year because they said it every week. We love our receiver room. We love it. Well, if I'm Elijah Moore and I'm making daily decisions on my future, the one decision that I don't even have to sit down and think about is, I'm going to be there. Because if you're not present, you're absent.
Tyvus sat here and said yesterday that even though it's not mandatory, the team will hold it against you.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. The joke about OTAs forever has been you say OTAs with a wink. Mm-hmm. I've had head coaches tell me that. Oh, yeah, we can't mandate that they be here. They're voluntary.
Can you hear Kevin Stefanski now? Getting his team together. Yeah, so the NFL said this is voluntary. I want y'all to let y'all know that
technically it is.
Yeah, but can you hear the message? The NFL said this is voluntary, and I want you all to know that the NFL said that you have the option to come up or not.
But you know what time it is.
But you know if you one of the players that don't got to show up and the ones that do. Like
Myles Garrett, I'm good with. Yeah. Joel Bitonio, fine. Now, there's difference. I think you set an example by showing up.
Yeah,
I just think you do. Tom Brady recently was on a podcast. I don't know if you guys saw the clip, but he talked about why the biggest difference between today's players in the NFL and his version. And there's similarities and differences in both time eras. But he said, you're not going to win a championship on social media. I've said that nonstop forever here. And in the course of delivering that message, because he was asked, what's the difference between today and when you came in? And he said something that really resonated with me. He said, every day was my Super Bowl. Practice was my Super Bowl. That was my opportunity to learn something and to be the best I could be. I played every preseason game I ever played in like it was a Super Bowl. And you know why I did it? Because when I got to the Super Bowl, I already knew what it was going to feel like. Think about how smart that is. Pretend that everything is at the highest possible DEFCON 10 level it can reach. Mm-hmm. And then when you really are faced with DEFCON 10, you're like, I got this. I got it. I had it in May 24th. I had it in July 15th. I had it in August 9th.
That's why OTAs are not optional for quarterbacks. Every quarterback goes.
If you're a quarterback and you don't show up,
every quarterback,
you're not a starting quarterback.
Like every quarterback shows up. So like that's already put to bed. But here's another thing too. Like I always thought about this, and it's just like when you get new coaches and you get one year all our coaching staff got fired. We had a whole nother coaching staff. So as an older player, you're like, oh, well, I used to be able to, like, I got Tuesdays off. Not no more. Oh, I used to be like, you know what I'm saying? I could, in this drill, I could come in third or something. It's okay. Not no more, because you got a new set of eyes in front of you. And he should be worried not about Kevin Stefanski. They should be worried about Dorsey.
It's a new offense.
He might.
And Dorsey don't play.
And
Dorsey don't play.
I want to be there so they could create some plays for me. Hey, I want to put Elijah right over here. Put Elijah in motion right here. I think I'm going to use that to get Elijah during the season. I like this play.
Hey, G, did you see Jerry Jeudy was in the backfield on the first day of OTAs?
I did. I
heard that.
If you go back to last year, that was Elijah Moore's spot. I don't want to die on a hill with this. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But just because it's a brand new offense, he's in a contract year. They brought in Jerry Jeudy for your technical
You are
spot.
highly expendable.
I just think it would have made sense, and I'm surprised he isn't. But
I live at Dorsey's house. I'll be at the house. Can
I pick up your groceries?
Yeah. What we doing? Me and Deshaun Watson. If you're a receiver, the two people you gotta love the most is the play caller and the guy that's throwing you the football.
Yeah.
And if you not under, like, some people just like people, right? Like some people just be like, that's my guy. And you don't know why. You might not be the biggest, the fastest, the strongest. They just got a rhythm, and you develop a chemistry, and that's my guy. And Tom Brady, listen, all the people
Look at who his guys were.
Whose guys?
Yeah.
They
never jumped off the chart. Ever.
Nobody. And he dang near put them in the Hall of Fame.
And neither, by the way, did Tom Brady didn't jump off any charts. See draft day picture or combine picture.
Man, Edelman and Welker.
It's about what's in here. And you prove what's in here by at least showing up. Be present. Yeah. Don't be absent.
He had Deion Branch out there looking like he was him.
Deion Branch? I mean, come on, man.
Listen,
Deion Branch won a Super Bowl MVP.
Amendola.
Yeah, he was.
The list of guys that he turned into superstars who, by the way, parlayed that into huge free agent contracts and went somewhere else and flopped miserably. Yeah. That list is long.
Speaking of showing up, Jay.
Just show up.
Speaking of